Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, and it's 2 days before Christmas when this goes up. It'll be December the 23rd, and if you've been paying attention, you will know that the past, not exactly 2 Sundays, but 2 of the Sundays out of December, I reacted to some Christmas cartoons. On December 2nd, I reacted to A Charlie Brown Christmas, that's what it's called, and I had never seen that one, and I reacted to it. It was a lot of fun, and last week, I reacted to Olive the Other Reindeer, which was very, very strange, but it actually ended up being kind of good and kind of nice. So, now we come to today's video. So here's the little backstory on this. I just kind of saw this in my YouTube recommendations. It just was there when I was like going through other stuff. And this was like last year, by the way. And I saw it and I clicked on it and I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched like a minute of it and I was like, this is ridiculous. And yeah, this is the 1998 version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, if I haven't mentioned that. Not the Rankin Bass version. This is different. And, yeah, originally I was actually going to be doing a different sort of video on this, but I kind of ran out of time and I wasn't really sure if I would get enough quality material out of this in order to make a big whole production out of it. But I thought at the very least I could react to it for you guys, and we'll see. We'll find out together if this is as weird as I think it's going to be. Let's see. It's about an hour and 20 minutes long. So it's the longest Christmas special we've watched so far. And, yeah. There's literally nothing else I can say. Well, okay, as for my thoughts on Rudolph in general, I think the song is, okay, it's catchy and all, but, obviously the whole thing of, well, they didn't like him until Santa liked him, and then they all kind of liked him. It's like, all right, that sort of stuff. And while I like the Rankin Bass special, it's so weird. I like it not because it's good, but because of how weird it is. That's the thing. And my hair's kind of acting up today. Sorry about that. Anyway. So yeah. That's sort of my history with Rudolph, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I think it's okay. It's an okay story, and it was an okay Rankin Bass special. So let's see if this does that any better. I don't know. This might be weird. So with that being said, let's get right into Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, 1998. Here we go. What the? Oh no. No. Oh. Why are fairies in fur coats singing about Rudolph? Listen. Wait, did they change it? They changed it from the Rankin Bass special. Wasn't he Donner's son?
Oh, Blitzen, look.
Come to Papa, Rudolph.
It's Blitzen. They changed it from Donner to Blitzen. That's weird. He's probably fine. I'm tight. John Goodman. Oh my gosh. Eric Idle. Debbie Reynolds. Oh. Richard Simmons. And Whoopi Goldberg. You know what? Alright, cut the song. Cut the song! Cut! You're spoiling the movie and the song! There's a reason the original didn't open with this song, at least not the lyrics. You literally just spoiled the entire movie. Wow! You spoiled the whole friggin' movie in the song. Like, I know that's going to happen, but come on.
I don't see what the problem is.
Noses are not supposed to glow.
You're not supposed to have tattoos on your snout. That sounds like your problem, man. Okay, Blitzen, why do you not stand up for your son? Just go in there, lay down the law, tell them to all go F themselves or something. Come on. Look at him. Look at your son is being destroyed.
We'll be promoted to the factory floor. That's where all the action is. Oh,
Ugh, hate their voices.
always gives me the creeps.
I wish, honestly, I would love a mailroom job. Forget the factory. All you gotta do is carry the mail back and forth. You know what? I was wrong. There was plenty of material in this friggin' movie for me to get a 7HF super video on. How is it that this special has more creepy faces than a Rankin Bass production?
Wrecked my ice skull.
Is Santa gonna have to come in and lay down the law? I want to friggin' fight. Oh my gosh, is Rudolph gonna have to fight her at the end of the movie?
Superb.
Because of course we had to have a villain other than the a-holes in Santa's workshop.
And if anyone from your village dares to cross it, I'll bury the North Pole in my biggest storm yet. I am talking hail. I am talking sleet. I am talking snow and a wind chill factor that will...
There's gonna be a storm. She's gonna create a storm, and Rudolph is gonna have to guide them through.
Once a year, Santa holds the Junior Reindeer Games. It's every
Such
reindeer's
90s
chance
hair.
to shine in front of Santa.
Look at that guy. He's got
And if
90s-er
you
hair.
Santa at the games,
Do you think we're gonna have like a Christmas Story style? Just she has a heart. She has a heart on her effing forehead, and you're telling me that Rudolph is the weirdo? I hate this so much. Rudolph, just go ballistic on them, please.
But I think your nose is grand.
but everyone laughs at me.
Thank you.
And stuff.
Thank you for changing something.
We're all different on the outside, son.
Oh, okay, they made
But
Santa
what counts,
better.
young buck? What really counts is what's inside our hearts.
Hell yes, thank you, Santa.
Everyone has a spot in my extended family.
I guess the nice thing about this being a musical is that there are nice long periods where I'm not talking, so this will be easier to edit.
Buckle up and drive safely, dear.
You know what? To their credit, that's the first time I've ever seen Santa have to buckle up. Safety first, kids.
He's not a reject.
Whatever. Come on, let's go.
Gotta go, Rudolph.
No, you don't. Why do you? I could go into the entire thing of what's wrong with this. You don't have to go with this guy if he's an a-hole. Stop singing! I'm tired of your singing.
She's not a trophy, and you shouldn't treat her like one.
On your mark.
This is gonna be action-packed, I can tell. It's gonna get all Ben-Hur up in here. Fly! He's gonna fly. Yeah, it's probably extra points if you actually fly during the race.
She told me so.
Oh my gosh, is he about to go Super Saiyan?
You're disqualified for illegal use of a glowing red nose.
What?
You're banned from the rest of the game.
Oh, screw you, man. Don't give me your crap.
But Mama, the judge has the final decision. not us.
You're Santa! You should have the final say!
You cheat! I won, and Santa's gonna notice me.
You're no flyer, Aaron.
No!
Flyers are
No, he's
branded with
not!
Character and true hearts, like Rudolph.
But he has a red nose.
You're so...
Who cares?
But Zoe,
I don't want to be your dough friend anymore.
Why were you ever his dough friend in the beginning?
Next event is the leaping contest.
But you can't throw him out of the games!
Sorry, the decision is final.
But the nose problem isn't his fault. He was born that way. That
Yeah.
nose of his was an accident.
I hate this so much. I hate... And then, part of this is not their fault. I hate Rudolph. Rudolph sucks. He was fine. Now he's gotta run away. And he's gonna cross the bridge, and Stormella's gonna be mad, and I don't care anymore. Ooh. This is one of my biggest problems with Rudolph. Rudolph doesn't stand up for himself. And I get it, he's a kid, maybe he wouldn't stand up for himself. I'm not saying I would if I was in that situation as a kid. But, ooh, that makes this harder to watch. It makes it harder to watch as an adult. Because as an adult, I would just... Ugh, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about that afterwards. And it doesn't help that he doesn't have Hermie in this. Like, wow, I'm starting to appreciate the Rankin Bass version more. He had Hermie. He'll run into Yukon Cornelius. You know, things aren't all horrible.
When things get bad, I mean real bad.
Don't.
Always be wise. Allow me
Wow.
to elaborate. If
Don't.
the glass looks half empty and your prospects are low, attitude adjustments. But remember, it could always be wise.
This is the only time in a reaction video that I genuinely hate what I'm watching.
Things could be better, they could always be wise.
God, even Yokai Watch was better than this.
But remember, it
I will watch all of Yokai Watch instead of this.
Come on, kid. Let's have a look-see.
See, all you need to do is learn to control your power.
go ahead and laugh.
Ooh! This is what we've been waiting for, Pengy. Prepare the sleigh.
It's been like 5 years and you still hold a grudge.
You crossed my bridge. Thanks to you.
Behold my boob wand.
Storm that'll bury Santa for good.
And only you can save her. How?
Your light will save her, Rudolph. But first, you must learn how to use it. Close your eyes, Rudolph.
Oh my gosh, they're actually gonna train him
Think about everyone
to control his power.
who loves you.
Show me the light, someone to lead and guide me. Our footprints.
Oh, no.
Oh, Rudolph, I've ruined everything.
No,
Yeah.
Zoe.
Yeah, you did.
My fault.
But I crossed the bridge.
Miss Storm came out of nowhere, Chief.
Stormella. Someone must have crossed her bridge.
See what happens when you leave a rescue mission to amateurs?
Why does Santa never just install lights on the sleigh? Why does he specifically need Rudolph? They make things. You could make lights and attach them to your front reindeer.
first and I'll pull you up. Do it now.
Just...
Help me! Rudolph!
Now he's blowing it. Ow! God, that's gotta hurt. You know what? Maybe you should have just let her die. She does nothing for society.
You just saved my life.
He saved your life. Now you owe him a wish. Those are the rules of the North Pole.
The fox is correct, madam. Those are the rules.
You mean I get a wish?
Since when are those the rules?
Deer caught in the headlight.
Never established in this movie.
I want...
How about a normal nose, huh? Well, see, that's what you always wanted, right? Say the word and it's yours, child.
I want you to be nice.
Come on, kid, pick something else.
I want you to be nice.
The North Pole's about to get awfully dull. Bye!
I hate you. I hate this. I hate everything. I'm so glad that I'm watching 2 episodes of Game of Thrones and Torchwood after this.
Maybe.
Rudolph, with your
Your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Has to be the same
honor,
thing.
Your honor.
But he's not a judge, you don't have to call him your honor.
Because you've demonstrated courage, character, and a heart that's true.
Okay, does he know how to fly? I'm not sure he knows how to fly.
Flyer.
There are times when you're down and you've given up on your dreams.
Keep your nose forward. Eyes on the skies.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you
Somehow in the span of one night, we have created an entire song for you.
in one foggy Christmas Eve,
Yeah, we got it.
Santa came to say, as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer,
And
you'll go down in history. You'll go down in history.
oh, thank God. Not sticking around for the credits. Okay. At the beginning of this video, I said that I didn't do the big whole production video about this movie because I didn't know if I'd be able to get enough material out of it. I was wrong. This movie is bad. Just bad. You can't even say anything else. You can't. You can call it all other sorts of things. You could say it's horrendous. If you want to go all angry video game nerd, you could say it's like heinously anus. That's a fun phrase he uses, I think. But it's not... It doesn't deserve worse words. Like, it doesn't... It didn't earn that. Saying things like that... It means it wins. If you go over the top and say and give so many different ways of saying how bad this is, then it stops. Then it's, I don't know what I'm trying to say other than this was bad, and I don't want to say anything else because I don't think it deserves to be called anything else. Not because it's better than, calling it anything worse. But it's so bad that literally the only thing you can describe it as is bad. I watched A Charlie Brown Christmas, and it's not perfect. It's not even... I wouldn't even think I'd rank it up there as a Christmas classic, honestly. But I liked it. It was fun. We watched all of the other reindeer, and yes, that took a bit of an adjustment, but I ended up liking it anyway. And if you don't know, last year I did do a review of Santa Claus is Coming to Town, the Rankin Bass movie, and that was bad, but at the same time, it's like funny bad. And that's the problem with this. This is not funny bad. This is just bad. Now, is it technically harmless? Yes, it is harmless. A kid can watch this and be just fine. There's no bad messages, sort of. But, it's basically, well, first off, it's a cash grab. Because there's no reason to remake Rudolph. The original movie with the Rankin Bass movie is fine. Honestly, it's fine. Do I have problems with that? Yes, of course I do. But again, that one is like fun bad. And so is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I love those two movies because they're bad. They're like lovably bad movies. But this was bad. This is like one of those movies that this is like one of those movies where like your kid watches it on TV and just like the entire time they're watching and enjoying it, you are just sitting over there. Well, okay, normally you'd be sitting over there and you'd just be like, this is bad. But me, I was seething throughout this. This is my angriest reaction I've ever had. And my most depressed. Halfway through, I stopped seething and I just became depressed. Because I knew I had to keep watching. This didn't need to be an hour and 20 minutes. The original special is about 50 minutes long, and that's fine. It doesn't need to be any longer. It doesn't need to be drawn out. This was just bad. I am exhausted. This is the first video of the day that I'm filming. After this, I need to go record 2 Game of Thrones episodes. And possibly an episode of Torchwood if I have time. I don't know. Now it's noon, and I don't know if I have time for that. I hope I do. But I might not anymore. But now, I'm exhausted from sitting through that. Alright, I'm going to quickly go over my notes because I don't want to think about this one anymore. Okay. Donner to Blitzen. It's a weird change. In the Rankin Bass movie, Rudolph's father is Donner. In here, they changed it to Blitzen. It adds nothing to the story. So, yeah. Nonconformity played up to the nth degree in this one. Like, oh my gosh. Like, if you thought it was bad in the Rankin Bass version, oh, You don't know. You don't know. God, I will say this makes me appreciate the Rankin Bass version so much. Rankin Bass, if you're watching this, you're probably not watching this. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I did this. I'm sorry I ever made fun of you guys. Yes, your movies are bad, but they're fun. I have fun watching them. Because they're so goofy. This is just stupid. A stupid, bad kids cartoon from the 90s. So yeah, nonconformity played up to the nth degree. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous how bad it gets. Like, and here's the next thing. This was a musical. Why? Why was this a musical? They had a song about how Rudolph is a freak. Why? You keep playing it up. Keep playing it up. That wasn't even the villain. Villain didn't give a crap about his nose. Ugh. And every 5 minutes they have to have another fucking song. Because we gotta sell a soundtrack. Because we gotta pad this out to an hour and 20 minutes. So hey, let's include a bunch of songs. That's why the story is not any longer than in the Rankin Bass version. But there are more songs. Rankin Bass has one song? Oh god. There might be, well, I guess there's a couple songs in Rankin Bass, but they're not bad. They're short for one thing. And they're not stupid. Okay. There's one positive to this movie. They made Santa better. Thank Christ for that. Oh. That's a major problem of the Rankin Bass movie, is how mean Santa is to Rudolph, to Donner about Rudolph. Like, which is not in the song. That's not in the song that Santa is also a jerk. So thank you for making Santa better, you know? And not whatever, he's voiced by John Goodman. I don't care that he's voiced by John Goodman. But he stood up for Rudolph. He told him that, no, you have a red nose? Far out, man. More power to you if you have a red friggin' nose. And you know what? Good on them for making Santa better, because Santa shouldn't do that. So that's one positive in this entire movie, is that they made Santa better. Okay. Stormella. Did we need a villain? We basically just took the Winter Warlock from Santa Claus is Coming to Town, made him Whoopi Goldberg, and that's it. That's it. There's no purpose to this. Like, other than the very, very contrived, forced way of bringing in the storm at the end of the movie, which you don't need. You don't need that. You know what they do in the Rankin Bass movie? There's just a storm. There just is a storm. And then there's Ed. I'm calling him Ed because he sounded like Matt Hill. I'm going to actually look and see. Was that Matt Hill? Is there a cast list? Debbie Reynolds was Mrs. Claus. Okay, Eric Idle. Let me look through this. Arrow. Right, his name was Arrow. Arrow was Christopher Gray. Okay, that wasn't Matt Hill. It sounded a lot like him, though. It sounded like Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy, so... Okay, so it's not, but whatever. Okay, so Arrow, we'll call him Arrow. horrible. Horrible. And there's nothing, like, you can't get behind this character at all. And the entire time he's on screen, it's just seething with anger because of how ignorant he is. And such an asshole. Like, there was nothing. I couldn't, like, anytime the character was on screen, I was seething with rage. Ugh. The next thing I wrote down is stand up. Because Rudolph doesn't stand up for himself. Which, okay, now the thing is, when I say that, this is from the perspective of a guy, well, from an adult. And when you think about that sort of stuff, it's easy as an adult to look back and think, oh, I should have stood up for myself, or you should stand up for yourself. You know, it's like, you know, as an adult, you realize you can just turn to that guy and say, you know, fuck you. You know? Obviously, they can't say that as a children's cartoon, but just say, like, you know, why don't you bite me or something? Like, just say, like, stand up for yourself. But at the same time, if I was in that situation, if I was being made fun of as a kid, I don't know if I would have stood up for myself. So that is like a double-edged sword. It's like, you should, but at the same time, I don't know if it's realistic. But the fact that I had to sit through the whole thing of Rudolph not standing up for himself, then he has to run away and stuff like that. We have to run through that whole thing. Despite the fact that I swear we were 50 minutes in, Rudolph finally ran away. It's like, oh my gosh, that's just get to the point. The next thing I wrote down was control. I guess that's also a bit of a positive thing, was that Rudolph learned how to control his light. I guess that's okay. It doesn't really add anything. Like, it's not a power he used, but yeah, whatever. That was there. It's not good. It's not bad. Whatever. And then change to nice is the last thing I wrote down. And this is how they missed the mark. Making a wish to change Stormella into being a nice person is bad writing. Just straight up, that's just bad. Go to the original Rudolph, the abominable snowman. They take out his teeth so he can't really eat people anymore. And then later, when Yukon Cornelius brings him back in, he says, oh, he's a reformed Bumble or whatever. And it's like, okay, so off screen he reformed. All right. Go to Santa Claus is Coming to Town, the Winter Warlock, which is more applicable to what happens in this movie. You go to the Winter Warlock. How does he change? How does he change? The reason that he changed into being a nice guy, and the reason his icy heart melted, is that Chris gave him a toy. No one's ever given him a toy. And he was just so happy. And he realized it's not right to be a dick. And it's because of Chris being nice. Just went out of his way. Like, he didn't have to do that. He didn't, but he's Chris. He's Chris Kringle, so he did that. And because of that, the Winter Warlock changed from bad to good. This movie decided, screw that. How about we just have a magic spell do that? That is horrendous, especially because they have it all set up. It's all set up. It's ready. It's right there. It's gift wrapped to them. It's right there on a silver platter. She starts to fall, and Rudolph saves her. And then she says, all right, you're free to go. I'll owe you one. You're free to go because you saved me. All right, thanks. We're cool. And then Rudolph chooses to change her entire personality with magic in order to make her a nice person. Instead of having her learn her lesson and reform, being a good example, showing her that you should be good, showing by example. No, let's Deus Ex Machina this. I hate this movie. This is garbage. And this is the angriest and also the most depressed reaction I've ever done. I'm sorry about that. And maybe... Okay, originally I wasn't going to do this, but maybe we'll throw in another reaction for this Christmas. We'll see. But here's the good news. I get to go watch Game of Thrones and Torchwood and Doctor Who. I get to go watch good things. And I get to leave this special behind. And I get to go enjoy Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. This movie sucks. I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films. I'm never watching this again. See you guys later. Merry Christmas. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Christmas videos, you can click on the playlist. You can subscribe if you haven't done that already. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media. Links below in the description. Merry Christmas once again.